along the way, of course, there's probably been some milestones and maybe even one or two that you can think of when you kind of lifted your head up from just the grind of keeping your butt in the chair and went, oh, wow, God, you're really doing something. Like, wow, you really seem to have, was there a point along the way when you kind of went, oh, well, this is God, you're up to something here.
Yeah. What a great question, Levi, because I think that everybody has a book inside them, a story that's worth writing and telling. I really believe that. Even if it's self-published or even if it's just in a journal for your kids to read. I know your family has endured its share of challenge and struggle, and you've been so kind to capture that, to encourage the rest of us, and that's not easy. All of us have a story. Now, not while everybody has a book in them, there are some of us who are called to write books. It's just our job, I have a dear friend who's a heart surgeon of all things. And I always look at him. We play golf together about once a week. And I say, John, how do you take a human heart out of the body? And how does all that work? And he does it 3 or 4 times a week.
Dang.
And he says, oh, Max, it's just my job. Well, I guess I kind of get that because people say, how do you write, all these books? And to be quite honest, it's just my job. It's my assignment. I feel like that's my job. My job is to work in this particular area, and I feel that call. So staying true to a calling is really a part of this conversation. I do think, though, that everybody has a story that's worth capturing. It may not be written eloquently, may not be edited perfectly, but you would be serving your family if you captured your story so that your kids and your grandkids could read it someday. And then
there's
some
great tools out there now, right? Aren't there great tools for people can kind of
no doubt
get emailed a question once a week and like a story worth thing comes, they publish it all up in a big book and
best ever. Or if you even want to go to the expense, there are editors and there are self-publishing tools, and you can get somebody to coach you and help you collect your thoughts. And so that's a wonderful ministry.
But can you capture a moment when you kind of went, oh, wow, this is my heart surgery. Like I'm not just trying anymore.
Yeah.
I've kind of gone pro here. This is was there a point when you kind of went, this is really something?
Yes. Okay. So my second book came out. It is called No Wonder They Call Him the Savior. And it was published by a company called Multnomah Press. Multnomah at that time was in Multnomah County, Portland County, Oregon. And one of the other people they published, Chuck Swindoll. And the publisher from Multnomah reached out to me in Brazil. I'm not even 30 years old yet. I'm maybe 28, 29. And he said, Chuck Swindoll read your book. Well, we've already talked in our broadcast today, right? That I thought Chuck Swindoll, and I still do think, is a great writer. Of course, I'd never met him. He knew nothing of me, and that was okay. I didn't think I'd ever meet him. So I get this, I can't remember if it was a call or a letter. This was all pre-email days. And I got word that not only did Chuck read the book, but that his ministry, Insight for Living, had ordered 10,000 copies to be given to donors.
Wow.
And I thought, whoa, wow. So I said, I'm going to stay at this. So to answer your question, and thank you for asking that. I don't think I've ever shared that story. That was a real moment, so profound that I can remember telling my wife about it. It was and his endorsement, his imprimatur, really went a long way toward opening doors for me in ministry.